Hey everybody, welcome back to Live, Laugh, and Cook Italian. Today is May the 4th, 2020, so may the 4th be with you. And unfortunately, we've been in isolation now, gotta be 6 weeks. And unfortunately, Massachusetts, we're third in the country with infection, almost 65,000. And unfortunately, almost 4,000 people have died here. My heart goes out to everybody that's lost their lives, everyone that's sick, not just here in Massachusetts, all over the country, and certainly to my family and friends in Italy. So today, I'm going to do something that's going to put a smile on your face. A lot of people have asked for gnocchi, and today, I'm going to give it to you. And you know, people have said to me, what are you going to do for gnocchi? You're going to do potato, you're going to do ricotta, or you know something? I'm going to give you both of them. Today, I'm going to give you a potato gnocchi and a ricotta gnocchi. So I'm going to wrap it up out here on this beautiful day, and I'll meet you in the kitchen where we're going to be making gnocchis. Alright everybody, here we are. We're making potato gnocchis. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the ingredients, and let me say this. This is a very small batch, okay? You might need to double it, triple it, quadruple it, depending on how many people you're going to feed. So what I have today is I have 2 starchy russet potatoes. I boiled them with the skin on for about a half an hour. They came out, I let them cool, I skinned them, they're in the bowl. I got 1 cup of 00 flour, 1 egg, and a half a teaspoon of salt. That's all that goes into a potato gnocchi. That's all you need to make a great potato gnocchi, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of this going. I'm going to show you how I mix it. And then, of course, you see I got my booze block. Okay, I got this from John Booze Company. They were nice enough to send me 2 of these blocks and sponsor Live, Laugh, and Cook Italian. So if you're in the market for a block, I would suggest you check out John Booze because these cooking blocks, they're fantastic. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mash these 2 potatoes. And you can see they're very, very easily mashed. Boil them whole with the skin on, let them cool, skin them, put them in your bowl. Okay? Now, once those are mashed, right, throw your salt right in there, throw your egg right in there, and you start working it around. Okay? Once that's good and incorporated, I'm going to get it right on the block. I'm going to start with 1/3 of the flour. Alright? There you go. And now we start folding it in on itself. Folding it in on itself. Hey, straggler, look at that. Okay. And you take your last 1/3. Right? Fold it right in on top of itself. And this is going to take a few minutes, and when I'm done, we'll be back and we'll be cutting gnocchis. Here we are. You got your dough, it's the right consistency. This is a time when you want to remember to always have flour on your cutting board. Whenever you're dealing with it, make sure you got some flour underneath it because it's going to start to stick to everything. And what I like to do is once I have my dough here, alright, cut it in half and I cut it in half. Gives me 4 chunks. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start one at a time, okay? Get your flour on there. And now you start your roll, okay? And you want this to be, I don't know, listen, it's like anything else, okay? How you like your gnocchis. You like them bigger, you like them thicker, you like them thinner, you like them smaller. To each their own, okay? I would say probably about 3/4 of an inch, all right, is a good size. And you see why I cut it in 4, because, you know, by the time you get this is the right size, it's going to be almost as long as your cutting board, okay? Well, like I said, I do about 3/4 of an inch, Right? You want them a little bigger, you can. Now, see that? There it is. That's about the size you want your gnocchi right there. And you cut them all up. Right? Now, some people, they leave them just like this. Okay? What most people do, is your thumb, and you almost kind of make it in half there, you know, so you got that little fold, and then you take it and you roll it right over the fork, right, till you have the lines that you want with your thumb right over. Okay? Make your crease and your fork, roll it over. There it is. Alright everybody, here we are, the last potato gnocchi. Now, you can see, right, here's my board. This is how many gnocchis I made with 2 potatoes, 1 cup of flour, 1 egg, and half a teaspoon of salt. So, judge by this how many you need. Now don't forget, if you eat too many of these, you might sink the Titanic, okay? These are super heavy. So think about that when you're making them. I mean, this here, this should probably be good for 2 people. If you're really Italian, maybe 1 person. But judge by this how many you need when you're making your gnocchis. So I'm going to clean all this up. I'm going to get all the ingredients ready for ricotta. And when I come back, we'll be talking ricotta gnocchis. Alright everyone, got my potato gnocchis over there resting. And now we're talking ricotta gnocchis. This is 1 cup whole milk ricotta, dried. Basically, you can see there's no liquid in there, okay? You know, you put it in a paper towel, you try to dab it, you're never gonna get all the moisture out, but you want it as dry as possible, okay? In that is gonna go a half a teaspoon of salt and 1/8 of a teaspoon of pepper, 1 egg and 1 teaspoon of olive oil, and a 1/4 cup of grated Pecorino Romano and Parmesan cheese. Okay? We're going to start right there. And we're going to get that well incorporated. Okay? And unlike the potato, where after you get the potato in the bowl, you get it out on the board, unfortunately, you can see you can't do that with ricotta. Okay? So you got to get this well incorporated, and then you have to start making the dough in this bowl. Okay? It's not as easy as the potato where you just get it out there, you roll it up like regular dough. Doesn't work that way. Now, if you ask me what my favorite is, this is it. I love ricotta. I love carbonellis, stuffed shells, lasagna, cannelloni. If you have ricotta in it, I'm loving it. I definitely like it better than the potato. Now don't get me wrong, I do love potato gnocchi, but if I had a choice, this would be it. Love ricotta. So, we're going to start with about, I don't know, a third of that, and we're going to start working it in. Alright, you know, you got to scrape your sides good because it's going to stick on there, and, you know, as you can see, it's going to start to get doughy. Right? And I'll probably mix another third in here, and then we'll get it on the board and do the rest by hand. Alright, so another third there. Alright, and you know something? From here out, I think I'm going to work it by hand. This is as far as you can go with the spoon. Okay? So you use that spoon. Gonna throw in the last of the flour. So I'm gonna mix this up till we have our right consistency and get it on the board. And I'm just gonna show you a quick chop because I already showed you the chop and the roll over the fork from the potato. So we're not gonna go through all that again. I'm just gonna show you a quick, and then I'll show you how many we get, and then we'll be boiling gnocchi. Alright guys, as you can see, we got dough. Now, like I said, gotta keep your board floured. And I'm basically gonna do the same thing as I did with the potato. I'm gonna get it there, I'm gonna cut it in half, I'm gonna cut it in half, right? A little flour, And I'm gonna start to roll. Alright guys, I'm just about done here. But one thing I wanted to tell you that my daughter told me I forgot is, you see I have my flour. I got my flour where my fork is, and I got a little pile here, because you definitely want to make sure that your gnocchi has flour on it when you're rolling it, because if not, it's going to stick to the fork. It's going to stick all over the place. So you have the fork and the flour, right? A little bit of flour there. You give it a once over. This way it doesn't stick, okay? And there we have it. So you see how many I got out of that batch. Basically the same amount as I did for the potatoes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this all up. I'm going to get my water boiling. I'm going to throw those in. And when we come back, I'm going to give you the final product. Alright everybody, as always, the final product. First, the potato. They're absolutely delicious. So fluffy for a potato. Whoa, those are good. But now, for my favorite, ricotta. I love everything with ricotta. Raviolis, cavatelli, stuffed shells, lasagna. If it has ricotta, I'm loving it. In fact, I'm the type of guy that when I just have regular macaroni, I might throw a lot of ricotta right in there, just for general purposes. And that's so delicious. So light and airy considering that it's a gnocchi. With the grated pecorino romano and parmesan inside there, that is just out of this world. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Live, Laugh, and Cook Italian. I hope everyone out there is staying safe and healthy. If you like this, please hit that like button. As always, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And until next time, don't forget to live, laugh, and cook Italian.